Our journey begins in the late 19th century with the Transfer of Property Act of 1882. This act, still in effect today, governs the transfer of ownership and interests in immovable property, such as land and buildings. It provides a comprehensive framework for property transactions, covering everything from sales and mortgages to leases, gifts, and exchanges. Think of it as the backbone of property law in Pakistan, setting the ground rules for how property changes hands. Next, we move on to the Land Revenue Act. Interestingly, each province in Pakistan has its own version of this act. It deals with the nitty-gritty of land administration, revenue collection, land records, and land tenure systems. Essentially, this act determines who owns what, where, and how much they owe in taxes. Then we come across the registration laws. These laws make it mandatory for certain documents like sale deeds, leases, and mortgages to be registered with the relevant authority, usually the sub-registrar. This ensures their legal validity and enforceability. Imagine these laws as the gatekeepers, maintaining the authenticity and legality of property transactions. Finally, we reach the tenancy laws. These laws regulate the rights and obligations of landlords and tenants. They cover a range of issues from rent control and eviction procedures to lease agreements and tenant protections. These laws act as a safeguard, protecting both parties in the landlord-tenant relationship. In summarizing, property law in Pakistan is a complex tapestry woven from various statutes, ordinances, and regulations that define and regulate property rights, ownership, and transactions related to land and real estate. It has evolved over time, starting from the Transfer of Property Act in 1882, through the province-specific Land Revenue Acts, the registration laws ensuring legal validity of transactions, and finally, the tenancy laws protecting the rights of landlords and tenants. So, there you have it, a chronological journey through the evolution of property law in Pakistan. It's a fascinating narrative, isn't it? One that underscores the importance of understanding the historical context and current implications of property laws, not just in Pakistan, but in any jurisdiction. This knowledge can empower individuals, inform decision-making, and ultimately foster a more equitable society.